Why do people get addicted to certain things? It's because it creates a feeling, repetition and habit, and they miss it when it's gone. That feeling is what you want to create with your videos, a community of viewers that keeps coming back for more and more that wants to buy your product or service. In this video, I'm going to go over the 5-step process that I use with all my clients to bring back millions of viewers to their content indefinitely. This system has worked consistently for myself and all my clients across various niches. Have you ever wanted something sweet? Gone into your secret stash in your kitchen, maybe in your nightstand, open that drawer, and there's nothing but a chalky protein bar from 1990. Most of you don't even understand what it was like in 1990, and that's okay. But the point is that when you're expecting something sweet like a Snickers, and you actually reveal a protein bar, you're pretty disappointed. Now, that's the exact same feeling your viewers get when they click on something and they open up one of your videos and they get a completely different experience than they were expecting. When that happens, the audience won't watch, they won't come back, and you definitely won't generate more sales. But when your video matches their expectations, they think, yes, and they will keep coming back again and again. Create that exact feeling again and again and build yourself a Snickers bar that the viewer keeps binging on indefinitely. Social media isn't just for teenagers. It's rapidly overtaking Netflix. Your ideal fit client who's between 30 and 55 won't watch the same video that someone who is 20 would watch. Most YouTube education tells you make videos for what a younger audience would watch. However, you need to be targeting what a business owner would watch. All right, for example, a person that's running a retirement planning firm, they're not gonna watch something that's probably filmed in a gaming dungeon with neon lights everywhere from someone that's wearing a hoodie. Step number 1, match your thumbnail style to your buyer. This step is absolutely critical because if you get this wrong, nothing else matters. Don't copy what works for other demographics just because it gets views. A 50-year-old person isn't going to click on a flashy thumbnail designed to grab attention and shop. They're going to click on something that's far more professional with a clean aesthetic. Now, take this channel right here. They didn't grow their channel to 100,000 followers because they made content for the wrong person. No, the exact opposite. They made content and an aesthetic that worked for their ideal viewer. Match your thumbnail style to your ideal buyer's expectations. For older audience, it often means no glowing effects or graphics, just clean aesthetics, clear and to the point. You'll know you've gotten this right when you get more views. And also you can look down into your analytics and YouTube will display the exact type of demographic watching your content. Step number 2, match your production quality to expectations. Here is what kills viewer trust. They click on a very high quality, fancy thumbnail, and then they get low quality production, filming, and content. Instantly, they disconnect because they were expecting a Snickers, but they got that chalky ass protein bar. Now, most of you probably seen creators with janky thumbnails getting massive views. Now, one of the biggest reasons why those are working is because the viewer sees a low quality thumbnail, clicks on it, and the content still has value, but matches the expectation. The curtains match the drapes, so to speak. Ask yourself this, what production quality would appeal to people you want to work with? Now, for the retirement channel example, ask yourself this, would a person that's 55 really want to watch content that's in a gaming dungeon with neon signs everywhere and toys? No. They probably would connect deeper to someone in a more age-appropriate demographic in a more professional setting. Match your setup style to what builds trust with your ideal audience. Ensure that you have consistency between thumbnail and video production expectations. Number 3, align your presentation style. Your presentation must work in harmony between your setup, thumbnail, and expectations of the viewer. Let me show you this. 2 different approaches to the same niche. Dan Martell has a completely different approach to content. He's cool, calm, and collected and focuses on reducing one's weekly overhead so that they can focus time and energy with their family. Versus Alex Hormozy, who is kicking your door, enthusiastic, high energy salesperson, which talks about building high equity businesses. Which one works better? Short answer, they both do because they speak to different audiences in the same niche. One is cool, calm, and collected that works for those people interested in that content. The other is high energy salespeople, and that content works for those people. Same niche, different audiences. The point is match your stylization to your ideal client, thumbnail, and video expectations. Now, if we go back to the retirement example, Now, if we go back to the retirement example, their expectations is probably something more calm and collected, not something very exciting and clickbait like a Mr. Beast performance. Step number 4, stop chasing perfect retention. This will save you from the biggest YouTube mistake. Stop chasing a flat retention timeline. In the very beginning, I focused on this exact same pitfall. I used tons of B-roll, transitions, dramatic music, all trying to entice the audience stay all the way until the end. But now my videos don't focus that hard on retention. I focus on value, so my retention graphs don't look the best from the outside. But why would I even want to do that? It's because I'm not interested in making content for everyone. I want to make content for people that want to generate more sales and business with social media. So I want to immediately turn away everybody who's not interested in the thing that I sell. And the deeper reason is I'm not here to entertain people. I want to present content that solves a very specific problem and turns away all those people that want to be entertained, because I'm not focused on viewers. I'm focused on buyers and conversion. Instead of worrying about a perfect retention and a flat timeline, ask yourself these critical questions. Did I get more shares? Did I get more email signups? And did I make more sales? If the answer is yes, then the video worked. A healthy decline on any channel or social media is a good thing. Oftentimes we focus too much on retention. Instead, we should be focusing on the experience and generating more sales. Step number 5, test formats systematically. When I pivoted to this channel, I wasn't tweaking my strategy. I was starting from scratch with a new audience and new problems. Now, to create that sweet treat drawer effect, say that shit 10 times fast, I went on a discovery mission. Now, for the first 6 weeks, I doubled down on stylization that worked. Deep dive analysis, fast lists, personal story content, and short process videos. After testing, I didn't need to guess anymore. I looked at the data. I read the comments, what was bringing in more leads and return viewers to grow my business. Then I just did more of what was working. Just create a rotational strategy. Find 4 formats that work for you. These become your go-to content styles that keep bringing back people for more. Between these stylizations, just do a simple experimentation with something crazy, outlandish and out of style to see if that might potentially work. All you're doing is looking for something that hits with the audience. If it does, replace one of the aging stylizations and keep the process moving. This is how you stay fresh and familiar and keep the viewers coming back for more. Most people expect this to happen within 30 days. I can, because I've worked with businesses for years to help them to develop a strategy to generate more sales with social media. A realistic timeline is at least 50 videos to lock in your stylization and really educate the algorithm on what exactly you do. For our retirement channel example, this is exactly what I would do. Quick list for views, long process deep dives for conversions, timely news reactions for channel growth, short how-to formats. Then observe what happens and double down on what works. Now you understand why viewer expectations matter so much and how to break conventional rules to grow your business faster. You need to find formats to test so you can grow your channel around that. The secret isn't perfect retention or a glossy thumbnail. It's creating consistent expectations and delivering on them every single time. You have to find the yellow brick road and lead them down it towards Valhalla. Remember, addiction comes from loving the feeling and missing it when it's gone. Make your viewers miss your content and you've won already. Peace.